Council Member Ben Kallos. You can connect with me regarding this testimony on social media via Ben Kallos. I'm an attorney. I'm a software developer who got elected in the New York City Council representing the Upper East Side, East Midtown, Roosevelt Island, and El Barrio. I worked my way through college at SUNY Albany, laying Cat 5 cable like many of my brothers and sisters at CWA 1101, who I must thank for being here tonight. We have a rare and overdue opportunity to conduct a comprehensive and thorough analysis of the telecommunications industry in the state of New York. And we must do whatever it takes to achieve universal broadband to bridge the digital divide, whether through regulation of providers of mobile phone, fiber, or cable. Each communications medium is increasingly being used as a method to deliver internet access. Yes. As we move forward, the PSC must ensure that phone service providers do not abandon our most robust copper wire infrastructure that is singularly capable of providing communications during emergencies and through weeks-long blackouts such as those caused by Superstorm Sandy. The PSC must use this opportunity to maintain or improve upon existing telecommunications infrastructure while making universal broadband a reality through universal mobile broadband, universal fiber, and through cable service providers expanding free and affordable broadband. Connectivity has become so essential to the functioning of the 21st century economy that mobile phone adoption has become nearly universal, according to a report, often in the form of a smartphone with internet in our pockets. Who could have thought of that in 2005 or 2006, the last time we did this? Meanwhile, Google and other developers have already moved towards a mobile-first approach of the internet, and the concern here is that unlimited data plans are becoming a thing of the past. And rather than focusing exclusively on terrestrial-based broadband provided through cable, fiber, or wired phones, the PSC has an opportunity to leverage this regulation of wireless providers to bridge the digital divide through universal mobile broadband to ensure that wireless companies extend Lifeline to ensure that low-income smartphone users can afford unlimited access to the internet. It's of note that Verizon offers Lifeline, but only in 8 counties versus all of the counties of the state, and they should be. We can expand the library hotspot system that we have in New York without internet so that people can borrow it for months at a time, and this is something that should be replicated outside of New York City. Expand low-cost unlimited data plans for all wireless customers, and protect customers from bill shock resulting from phantom data charges. Your apps download things, you pay the bill, even though you may not have known about it. With regard to universal fiber, on June 18, 2015, the New York City Department of Information Technology and Telecommunications concluded an audit of Verizon's implementation of FiOS, the company's state-of-the-art fiber optic network. The audit found that even after 7 years, Verizon's fundamentally failed to honor a condition of the franchise agreement to extend FiOS by June of 2014 to any household in any of the 5 boroughs which requested it. Instead, universal coverage is promised. We have anywhere from 45 to 60% coverage, but many residents, including me, are told that FiOS is simply unavailable to them. If Verizon had honored its commitment to New York City, we would have already achieved universal broadband instead of 22% of families and 30% of those below the poverty line do not have broadband in their home. This broken promise is unacceptable. It is imperative that PSC assist in the enforcement of the franchise agreement and hold Verizon accountable.
Yes, please.
Following our comments from the then proposed Comcast-Time Warner cable merger and the threat that New Yorkers would not have a second bite at universal broadband for the Big Apple, the FCC adopted net neutrality guidelines, and Chairman Wheeler has called for Lifeline eligibility for broadband. Now with the Charter-Time Warner cable merger before your body, we request that the proposed merger serve the public interest by providing free and affordable universal broadband, by rolling out Connect to Compete program in New York and expanding the program from free and reduced school lunch recipients to those who receive any federal, state, or city benefit, forcing the companies to commit to becoming an eligible telecommunications carrier, an ETC, in order to provide Lifeline for phone and eventually broadband services, and eliminating connection fees in urban areas that do not already have connections, such as one person said tonight, citing $30,000 to get an internet connection. Additionally, serving our legacy copper networks. The legacy copper networks that New Yorkers rely on for voice and data services are in poor conditions in many areas of New York City. Citing high maintenance costs, Verizon has pushed to retire these networks limiting consumer choice. Alarmingly, the massive power outages caused by Superstorm Sandy showed that voice over IP, mobile, and fiber systems are not resilient as copper during outages. Making matters worse, soon after the storm, Verizon replaced copper cables with fiber instead of repairing them. Verizon must maintain and repair copper networks to ensure New Yorkers have access to reliable phone systems during emergencies. Otherwise, it leaves New Yorkers like myself and so many others to go door to door throughout buildings to make sure that the homebound aren't trapped in their homes without a way to call for help.
Tell the truth.
And I just want to thank you for all that you do. I, as an elected official in government, get to see a little bit from the inside how hard it can be to deal with forcing some of these companies to do things that they never want to do. And I just want to appreciate that you may have gotten a lot of criticism tonight, but hopefully you're able to channel that towards the industry and remind them of what they put you through every time you have to do the public hearings.
Yes.
And just thank you for your service, and hopefully you can be a strong advocate for us. And